So what is risk management? Well, really, it's the same as cash management. Okay, again, when we talk about trading circles and we talk about the common language, traders especially like to make things a little bit more aloof, a little bit more complicated, and it's not. I mean, a lot of the things I do, because I've done it for such a long time, I've talked to many people, is I try and use as little jargon as I can. Now, we have to be aware of the terms like hawkish and dovish, bullish and bearish, all them kind of things. But really, what we can do when we're just doing our own trading plan and doing our own risk management, we talk to ourselves in the language we can understand. So when we talk about risk management and ratios, it's all about, well, how much money am I going to put on this trade and how much money do I have in the bank? Can I afford to do that trade? So again, it's just making it, in our language, simple for us to understand. So when we do put our rules in place, that we know we understand them and then we stick to them. We have no reason for not sticking to these rules, and we can't, we're not going to cheat ourselves. So again, it makes it a lot more powerful, and it makes you, stick to your rules because of your rules. Okay, so when I say capital's king, capital by its very definition is the most important asset you're going to have in trading. Okay, because it gives you confidence, and it also facilitates when and how much you can trade. So this isn't like betting. Okay, so when we talk about spread betting, sometimes, I don't like using that term because it implies that we're betting, and we're not. We're taking a calculated risk based on, fundamental and technical analysis and our views and the way we envisage the market's going to move. So again, we're not going to put a £5 bet on, a horse, at the local race course at 5-1 for £5, and when it loses, we'll lose our £5. With trading, as we know, that, if it goes offside and we're at a £5 trade, every single time this goes a tick against us, it's costing us another £5. So it's very, very different from betting. Now, another key point to try and get across is that the markets don't care who you are. I mean, we're all sat behind a PC, we may have, 2 screens, 4 screens, whatever, but we're just one person behind a screen. So the market can't see you. It doesn't know who you are, how long you've been trading, how much money you've got. It doesn't know anything, and it doesn't care. So what you can do is take a step back and act like a pro, even if you're a novice, because no one else has to know. If you start putting rules in place, and you stick to your rules and your cash management, and you have a trading plan and a trading log, well, I tell you, you're already more professional than most of the traders I used to work with. So that's a fact. So again, begin as you mean to go on. Very easy to throw your rules out the window when things are going well. It's a whole different ball game when things are going badly. You have to, when things aren't going so well, or you're not trading well or making the money you should do, you need to be able to go back to your rules and take confidence from this, reassess, identify patterns where you've been going wrong, identify patterns where you're going right, and then stick to them. Okay? So there's 4 simple rules we can stick to, and we're going to come to that a little bit later on. But you can really break it down to these steps and identify a part of each one of these steps and make that part of your trading plan, of the way you trade the markets, the way you approach it. Now, the third point is a big one for me, is you've got to avoid excuses at all costs. A, nobody cares. Right? Sorry to be harsh. The market doesn't care and nobody else cares. Not you, maybe the people that, are relying on you for money might care. But, your friends down the pub or, other traders in the market, etc., etc., they don't care. So if you've got a trade wrong, you've got to take it on the chin, pick yourself up, identify why it went wrong, and then continue in the markets. So you have to, don't lie to yourself ever. Be very, very honest and open. If you did a bad trade, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? We're all going to do bad trades, and we're all going to have losing trades, but what we need to do is box them off, and then identify when they're bad, forget about them, and move on with the good trades. Right, the next point is the market is not against you. Very, very easy, and I'm sure we've all sat there, I know I have, and every time I got in the market went against me. The second I pressed the button. Now it happens to us all, but remember, as I said to you before, the market's not against you, the market is just doing what it does, it's just other traders. So don't ever take it personally. And the last point is, just like anything else in life, except you're not going to get the market right all the time. It just won't happen. We're trading in probabilities, and we're trading the probable likelihood that we'll have more winners than losers. Okay? So there will be an element of losers in your trading career, be it a day, a week, a session, whatever. There will always be a point where you're going to lose. Accept that right now, and you save yourself a lot of heartache. Trust me. So when I say there's 4 rules, or there's 4 steps to trading, I kind of break it down. So you've got your cash and risk management, but the things that give you the confidence and, are going to give you the boundaries of how you make these rules and how you manage your cash and how you manage your risk. I mean, you can really identify in these 4 steps. So number one is your preparation. Now, I won't go on too much about it, but I cannot stress to you how important preparation is. Okay? Not just from a physical way to trade and, be able to understand what's going on, but for your mental strength and your confidence. Preparation is absolutely key. Okay? Now number two is your entry level. Number three is your target level. And number four is your stop level. So again, all very simple things we should have heard of, and all things we should probably imply at every point during a trading session or a trade.